So what's going on, guys? My name's MrDalekJD. Welcome back to another Call of Duty Zombies video, and today we're discussing the Call of Duty Zombies comic. Now, issue 3 is right around the corner, and luckily the makers of the comic have dropped a rather short preview of this issue 3 to get our taste buds tingling and to give us a little insight into what comic issue 3 is going to be all about. Now, here is the issue cover for that comic. It's coming out on March the 1st, so in around about a week's time or so, you'll be able to find this comic with a full live reading, and I'm hoping there's going to be another new loading screen in this comic, which of course I'll cover ASAP on the channel. Now, the summary for this comic issue is when an AI security system tries to destroy the Tranzit crew, Marlton must use his tech skills to outwit the digital defenses. Misty reminds him that he can't survive on his own. It's going to take more than know-how and smarts to get everyone out alive. The group decided to take a chance on escaping from the zombie-infested apocalyptic wasteland, not knowing if their desperate attempt will work or where it could take them. So a very interesting comic story we have here, and as last issue was more centered around Russman, this is now centered around Marlton and his sort of backstory of all of his technical wizardry skills that he has that will be put to the test. Anyway, we have the first 3 pages of the comic issue right here, so we're going to start reading right now. Your friend should open the portal now. My friend isn't answering my calls. Perhaps if we give them this element? Are you insane? You can't reason with zombies. I can't reason with any of you. Nevertheless, I continue the attempts. He'll save us. This is not how I die. I am useful. He needs me. Finally. I told you. Now that is more like it. You can gawk at the gadgets later, Marlton. Now it's time to run. Misty, why are you keeping these open? Do you want zombies to follow us? We need to get somewhere safe. Oh yeah, because that's a thing we'd find all the time. Russman can't shoot this many. This way. Why should we listen to you? Is your supernatural communication system giving you any further instructions? No. Then this is the way. And that is all she wrote for the preview. So what exactly can we learn from this preview? Well, if you haven't been caught up with the past issue, you can feel free to look at that, it's in the description. But the main basis of that is Russman explores his backstory of Broken Arrow and realizes he was part of Broken Arrow who were experimenting with an element created and handled by Division 9. This element is similar to Element 115, but instead of it reanimating dead corpses into zombies, it reanimated dead animals. And is a possible explanation for all of the weird creatures we've seen throughout all of zombies, such as the Nova Crawlers and the monkeys. But in this, Marlton feels it might be a good idea to give the zombies that element in a way of trying to control them, but Marlton is a fool because Stuhlinger makes him realise that you can't reason with zombies, you can't control them, and we also have this ever-emphasising focus on this zombified Richtofen who's always chasing down our Tranzit crew. We still don't have any real idea how exactly he's existing when there is the Richtofen talking in Samuel's head. But you can see they're in dire trouble, and then out of nowhere, Richtofen decides to help them out and brings back that sort of teleporting portal that he's been using to help the crew through really sticky situations, and it appears that they're stuck in a really small encountered area where there is a load of technology, which is where Marlton's strong points are going to be shown throughout this comic. But this little preview just emphasizes that Richtofen is not always the good guy in this situation trying to help out the crew. At times he's saving them right at the last bitter moments, and other times when they are truly struggling, he is not offering any help whatsoever. But as Samuel's pointed out many times before in the comic, he knows that this is not how he dies, and that he knows Richtofen is going to save them at that particular point. And in some instances, it seems Stuhlinger's almost playing devil's advocate by making Richtofen feel bad. He's saying, this is not how I die, I am useful, he needs me. And this element is just one of the many things that Richtofen requires from the crew in order to find the Chronorium, which is the ultimate goal here. But Samuel makes other points as well, where the teleporter is stayed open past the characters teleporting as the zombies are following them through, and he's almost shouting at Richtofen, saying, why are you keeping these open? Do you want zombies to follow us? But after that, we don't really know what's going to happen next. But as the bio of the comic suggests, this area that they've been teleported to is an AI security system. So we may even come across a new breed of undead trying to attack our characters, as well as the whole area itself trying to play against them by having them controlled by AI. Now, we don't know what happens in the middle of this comic, but this description kind of teases a little bit at the ending, as that they take a chance teleporting again, and they have no real idea if the risk they took in teleporting will pay off, because in the 4th issue, Marlton, Misty, Rossman and Stuhlinger are split up. Tensions are running high because the team argue and then decide to split up, and in the comic issue you can see Stuhlinger looking really frightened on his own with a load of zombies, and this is the first issue as well that doesn't contain the Call of Duty Zombies text on the front of this preview artwork, as it makes a different sort of image if you line up all the comic artworks together. Either way, this is going to be really awesome, and as soon as this comic issue drops, I'll be sure to update you guys with a live reading and as well as a breakdown of that new loading screen. I cannot wait to find out what map they have next in this comics, because it is just really exciting to see all this brand new stuff. Let me know your thoughts down below on what you think of the Call of Duty Zombies comic. Are you excited for these next few issues? What has been your favourite part so far? Like this video if you enjoyed it, and I'll catch you for another one very soon.